Welcome, one and all, Nyanko here, and today I am here to talk about a show that I am absolutely in love with at the moment, called Wednesday. So if you don't know what Wednesday is, it is a new iteration of The Addams Family done by Tim Burton on Netflix. So it follows a older Wednesday as she kind of goes through like a boarding school which she gets sent to for like misbehaviour, and she's this really she's spooky girl who starts having visions in this version. So she has psychic abilities which she inherited from her mum, and yeah, now I've loved the Addams Family for a while. Well, I say a while, since I was little. I used to love the kookiness, and Thing and Uncle Fester were my favourites. I do love Morticia as well. So yeah, I was a little bit hesitant going into this with it being a reimagining, and I'm not a huge Tim Burton fan. Like, I like A Nightmare Before Christmas and I like Beetlejuice, but those are about the only ones, like, movies of his that I enjoyed. The rest of them I found a bit too... I don't even know the word for it. Macabre? No, I like that kind of thing. I never really gelled with it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I was a little bit hesitant going into Wednesday, but damn was I glad to be proven wrong. It's really good. It's got really dry, like, black humour, which, being British, I'm very, very fond of dark humour. The characters are really fun. I love Enid, and I'm kind of channeling a little bit of Enid in my makeup today. It's just, it was so much fun. So yeah, basically the premise of the story as well, outside of that, is that Wednesday gets sent to this boarding school which her mother went to, and she currently has mummy issues about never being able to get out from under Morticia's shadow, and that plays out throughout the story as well. But yeah, she gets sent there, which is a school for outcasts, as they're known in this universe. So you've got psychics, you've got werewolves, you've got vampires, you've got sirens, you've got gorgons or gargoyles. You've got like faceless, you've got shapeshifters, you've got like basically any kind of psychic ability or any kind of like supernatural creature that you can think of. It goes to school here, basically. And yeah, it follows Wednesday going into the school, getting roomed with Enid, her werewolf friend and roommate, who hasn't wolfed out yet. So she's a bit of a late bloomer, and that's a running theme through the series as well. Now, it's 8 episodes long, and each episode is about 40 minutes. Some are longer than that, some are like 50. Some are even longer than 50 actually, but I can say that once I started, that was like, there was no end. So you started and then it was like, damn, why is it over? I need to watch more. But no, so yeah, and then the main plot is basically Wednesday stumbles across a murder mystery. Something is killing people in the woods, and someone is trying to kill her, and as you go through the story, you like find out more about like her parents' past at the school. You find out more about like the past of the town. You find out like more in general, and the world gets really developed and fleshed out, and I really enjoyed it, to be honest. I didn't find any like major plot holes that were like, hang on a second. Now the ending actually was really good, and I didn't fully see it coming. I saw bits of it coming, but then there was a couple of big like reveals that were like, oh, that person? Really? Which is really good. I do love a story that keeps me on my toes and I can't fully guess it till the very end. Now I'm going to be vague because it's still relatively new, and I don't want any major spoilers for people, because yeah, you really need to go and watch it and just tell me what you think of it down below in the comment section, because I had a wild ride watching it, and it was just... it was so good. I got jump scares, I nearly cried at points, I laughed, And I was like, I just kept coming back for more. Like, I had to turn it off one night because it was getting like 1 o'clock in the morning and I was dead tired and I had stuff to do the next day. So I was like, oh, no. But then I finished off the next day and I was like, yeah. It deserves the hype. I really like the casting choices as well. Luis Guzman as Gomez, I thought was a brilliant casting choice. Now, I know there was a bit of backlash against him for some reason in the Addams Family fandom, but I love him because I used to watch him in Kurt Black as Mama, and oh, he's an amazing actor, and he really brought Gomez to life in a way that was just kudos to him for being such a good actor and bringing like such a good Gomez to the screen after so long of not having one, like a live action one. And Catherine Zeta-Jones was really good as Morticia. She looked stunning, she acted beautifully, and I was like, yeah. But then again, I'm a sucker for Catherine Zeta-Jones. I do love her. She's a great actress for me, and I've personally watched a lot of her works over the years, so I'm like, yeah. Jenna Ortega was amazing as well in the role, and she also plays another character who's her own ancestor, and that's really good. But yeah, it's okay. It's good. It's great. It's amazing. Go watch it. If you haven't already. If you have, like I said, tell me what you think, because I found it so funny and I fell in love, and I really liked how they made Wednesday so different. I mean, she was always different. She was spooky and she was creepy by like kid standards. She was always obsessed with like the dark and the dead and everything. But that was the entire Addams family. You know, they loved, you know, macabre. They loved, you know, things that most people wouldn't find normal. You know, grave digging and having scorpions for pets and stuff. And it's really nice to see Wednesday go from this very cold, closed-off personality to being a bit more open to letting people in and having friends and not being quite as lonely. Now, I've seen some theories saying that she's like autistic and that Wednesday's being portrayed as autistic, and if she is, you know, so what? I mean, nobody had a problem with Sheldon in The Big Bang Theory, even though they never actually label him. You know, more representation for different disabilities on screen, or not necessarily disabilities, but different personality types even. I do apologise if, like, technically I wouldn't say being autistic is a disability. It's just a different way of living and a different way your brain just functions differently to like other people's brains. And I mean, technically nobody is normal because everyone's definition of normal differs from somebody else's. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I liked having a fun, like, strong female lead that was also vulnerable in places and also very, like, I don't want to say fragile, but it felt at points like she was so caught up in her own head and trying to prove that she was better than her mother, or that she wasn't her mother, that she kind of got in her own way a bit. I'm not sure. But yeah, I like I said, sorry, rambling. It's just really good. And it wasn't so out of place, because lots of people have always liked Wednesday and wanted to know more about Wednesday, and it wasn't taking an already established franchise and being like, no, we're going to make this all female. Like, there was a strong balance of male and female characters who were both really strong and really good, which again in my mind is a plus. That's true equality, not just one superior to the other, but like working together in tandem and using each other's strengths to cover your own weaknesses. You know, that I think is true equality, even though I'm probably going to get hated on for that, but yeah, it was good. I've heard actually that there's also going to be a season 2 that has been confirmed for later 2023 or early 24, which would be great to see. I kind of hope it's sooner rather than later, just because I don't want the hype to die down and then season 2 to do badly. But at the same time, I don't want them to rush it and then the second season be terrible compared to the first season, because the first season is just, in my mind, it's a masterpiece. I couldn't find anything wrong with it. I was really like drawn in. The world was really well done. Even though there'd been slight changes to it, they still kept the Addams family human, even though they gave them psychic abilities, so they made them technically superhuman, which I really enjoyed. Like I said, acting was stellar. The effects were really good. You can tell Netflix put a lot of money into it, so I would suggest definitely going and watching it on Netflix to support it, because we want a second season done just as good quality as this one. But yeah, I'm not actually sure what more I can say now without actually giving away any spoilers, and I don't want to give away spoilers. So yeah, if you've seen Wednesday already, let me know down below in the comments who your favourite character is and why, and what your favourite episode is or what your favourite scene was. If you haven't seen it yet and you go and watch it because of this video, again, once you've seen it, come back, let me know. Let's discuss things in the comments, because I love to chat with you guys about like media and everything, because, you know, friends, yay. But other than that, my kittens, I hope you have a wonderful day. You take care of yourselves. If you need a nap, go for a nap. Drink something, eat something, take your meds if you need to. Stay safe, stay warm, and I will see you in the next time. Much love, kittens. Ciao!